Hello, I'm MPX Toycat, and it is now officially 2020, and although January is often the saddest month of the year, I figured we can lighten some things up with some good Minecraft news, because it's now been 3 years since the Minecraft Bedrock codebase was unified and announced and kind of brought to life as the main Minecraft version, and in that time, of course, we've had many great Minecraft features, and that of course means that all of the parity issues between it and the old console edition have been fixed, right? Except maybe not so much. That's why in today's video, I think it'd be important to go through the Minecraft console edition legacy features that still haven't been implemented and how you can actually help get them into the game, because we do have a solution to that as well, something that the game developers have been proven to listen to because of the weird logic on how they develop features. So let me explain all of that and more with today's video, which I hope you all do enjoy. But let's dive straight into the first feature that is weirdly missing from Bedrock still, and that is amplified worlds and indeed full-size terrain from Minecraft on every other platform. Minecraft Bedrock has terrain that generates a lot lower to the ceiling, even when it's a mountain or a savanna mountain biome. These super high biomes only generate up to about 110 blocks, which is weird given that Minecraft worlds go up to 256, and of course you don't need to use all of that all the time for natural generation, but the fact that we only see terrain generate about 50 blocks of the ground when on Java it's more like 150 is pretty insane if you ask me. Also, the fact that there's no option to amplify that, again, amplified is an actual Minecraft console feature you could turn on to make your terrain super wacky, amplified, you know, very, very polarizing, very mountain-based, every biome besides the swamp basically turned into a mountain. It was a very cool feature that I'd love to see with modern day, you know, Minecraft Bedrock generation. I'd love to see it with the new oceans. I'd love to see it with the way the new jungle biomes work. I'd love to see all of the Bedrock generation, but amplified perhaps, and that's something we can't currently see, despite it being an old console edition feature. So we'll circle back round to how you can get what I would say is the third most important missing feature for Bedrock into the game at some point, but for now, let's talk about the second most important feature that they've actually mentioned is coming at some point and isn't, like, you know, technically impossible, and that is exit without saving. This is something that I thought was just a fundamental difference between Minecraft console edition and Minecraft Bedrock, because Minecraft Bedrock, and indeed Java for that matter, both save all the time. When you're playing the game, they're always saving the file, they're always updating it. However, Minecraft console edition, at least at the start, and there was always an option to do this later on, actually would only save when you hit a save button. This was quite handy for a few things. Realistically, some of it is almost describable as cheating, right? Like, you die, exit without saving, reload to your last save point, and a lot of people liked it for that reason. But there's also the performance benefits of not having to save all the time, mixed with the fact that people can join your world in Minecraft Bedrock at any time, and there is no way to kick them. Someone can be in your world griefing it, and you have no recourse besides to leave your world, which seems ridiculous to me. Whereas what you could do, obviously, before is you could let someone do whatever they want to do, and you could exit without saving. Of course, you also had the kick feature, which would have been another useful one that we should mention in this same vein. But yeah, the fact that you can't kick people from your world, and you can't do anything besides leave your own world if you want to stop people griefing it, that seems ridiculous, and that's why I think exit without saving would be a rather handy feature, even if you want to include it just as a cheat, so that creative worlds, really impressive worlds that people want to treasure and don't have to fear might be destroyed at any minute in an unreversible way, that would be wonderful. Also, there's lots of fun projects you can kind of do with the creative idea of, like, you can exit without saving and reset at any time, you know, TNT worlds or ridiculous redstone contraptions that only work once. These sorts of things require exit without saving, and without them, it is kind of silly. So, yeah, that is the second most important feature, in my opinion. What's the first most important feature? Well, despite what some of you might think, it's not the different redstone. If you don't know, Minecraft Java / console have different redstone to Minecraft Bedrock, and in general, a lot of people don't tend to like Bedrock redstone. And there's two reasons for this. The first one is the lack of quasi connectivity. Basically, you can have redstone go diagonally across blocks in weird ways that weren't intended in the Java edition, and Jeb has even said he would remove them if they weren't so ingrained into the redstone community. It is a Minecraft bug that has become so widespread, it's been known as a feature, which, you know, it sounds like a more Bedrock thing to say, right? And the other big difference between Bedrock and Java redstone, besides that, which means a lot of redstone contraptions don't carry across, the other big thing is the fact that there are lots of Minecraft Bedrock bugs that tend to affect redstone in some way to make things just unworkable. And again, the number of people who have issues with redstone on Minecraft Bedrock, the amount of people who play, you know, only Java for the redstone, it's quite a huge number. And if you want people to switch over from the old console version, which is based on Java redstone, you'd need to have some fixes for the redstone, and you could even go as far as to say you need the quasi connectivity. Personally, I can see the argument for why they don't do it. Again, they call it a bug. It's the same thing as half slabs. Like, if it's not in the game designer's vision, if it's something you love, of course it should be there, but you can see why there is an argument for it not necessarily being there. Unlike, of course, my favorite feature which hasn't been added to Minecraft Bedrock yet, despite being promised, and that is because it kind of conflicts with something they're selling to you. So let's do a quick drum roll. You know, do an actual drum roll. it is going to be the custom superflat. The most important Minecraft Bedrock feature that is missing from the game right now has to be custom superflats. The ability to take a world and to customize it entirely to build yourself a challenge. You know, we've shown off so many ridiculous things, whether it be the entirely flat world with ocean monuments that rise out from the ground, whether it be the woodland mansions that set themselves on fire because of all the lava around them, whether it be, you know, like a sky village, having floating villages in the sky above nothing else, which of course has a whole challenge attached to it, which you can make even more fun if you have gravel be the block which goes around, because then it's falling all the time. The number of fun, you know, the Bedrock challenge. I've had so many fun superflat challenges that people to this day still watch. Again, some of my most popular videos this year have been live streams or just videos from these old superflats. People love these superflat things that I have made personally. People love the superflats that have been made by the community. The idea that we can share maps, share worlds, share challenge ideas just by sharing the recipe for a custom world or a custom superflat is a really cool thing, and it's something Minecraft Bedrock hasn't added. And it's quite interesting to me that this is one of the features they've chose just not to talk about for all these years. Again, Console Edition added it pretty early on. Minecraft Bedrock has just skipped it, despite all the parity that it claims to want to seek with Java Edition, and indeed with the old Console Edition, which it literally said that it would, you know, there was a promise that all the features would come eventually, if not right now. And the thing about custom superflat that makes it so nefarious that it's not in the game is the fact that the survival experience, where you can play survival maps with your friends, or you can both play it separately and play the same kind of thing, that have unique challenges that are slightly different each time, that's a thing they'll sell to you quite happily via the Minecraft marketplace. And that's why this is so despicable to me, because again, it could just be like, oh, they haven't got around to it in the last 3 years. Of course, that's entirely possible, but when you have a financial incentive to not do something and you choose not to do it, again, it's hard to argue that it's not for the financial incentive reasons. If you promise to do something, you make money while you don't do the thing, and then you also continue not to do the thing, it's hard not to see at least some amount of the financial reason getting in the way. And that's why I think it's important to state that this doesn't need to compete with anything in the store. Superflats can be updated, you know, because again, if you don't know, custom superflat is a world type you have in Minecraft Bedrock. It just creates an entirely flat world with only 3 blocks. You can't customize it, there are no villages, there's no survival to it. In fact, you can't load up a flat world in anything but creative. The game forbids you from doing it, which again, that seems so ridiculous to me that the most bare basic functions of custom superflat have not come to Minecraft Bedrock, and that's why I think it's important to send the message that yes, we want this. This is a feature we would like in the game, not just me, not just the viewers of people of my videos or people who have used those recipes, but the community at large. The number of these that I'd seen from other people, it's something I found wonderful because it's us creating survival content for us, free content that people can share how they want to. I know that that goes against the vague business plan of Minecraft Bedrock of being like, we'll just sell you more and more of the things that you previously could get for free. You know, that's the vague feeling that we're trying to get, but it shouldn't be like a one or the other thing. We can have free map sharing all we like, and you can have the marketplace exist based on selling quality things that people want to buy. We can have custom superflats as a thing that people use as a way to extend Minecraft. Minecraft should be the game that has a billion different ways to play it, and some of those billion ways should be the custom superflats. So how do you get custom superflats added to Minecraft besides making videos where you briefly complain and you say, well, this is kind of weird that they promised they'd add it, and then suspiciously one of the features they don't make money from adding, they haven't added, despite spending literal months and years adding features to the game that they know they do profit from in the meantime, which could have taken up the same development resources that could be used to develop the feature they promised they would add. But instead of just, you know, making that whole cycle of loop we could do over and over again, instead what I'm going to recommend you go to is bit.ly/custom superflats, all one word that is. If you go to that page, it'll take you to the Minecraft feedback website where you can vote if you log in on any bunch of Minecraft features you'd like to be added to the game. And in this case, this is how you vote for custom world generator /superflat worlds. Java has them, console does. Why can't Bedrock at least please custom superflat worlds? This was actually voted for, again, May 27, 2018, because it was highly hinted by the community team that the way that the Minecraft, you know, Bedrock developers judge what people want in the game is they use the voting system. And even if features have been promised to the game and they're not voted on, they see that as a sign of people not really being so keen on that. So even though we have 1,000 votes for this feature, which is a lot of people seeking out a specific website that's never really advertised elsewhere, seeking out the website, finding an old feature that was already been promised and already voting for it, that number clearly isn't high enough. It's under review, but what that really means doesn't mean anything after a year and a half. So what we need to do as a community is we need to go to bit.ly/custom superflats and we need to vote for that. And as well as that, I would say the other parity features we mentioned here today also should be voted on. I'll leave them and a link in the description. So custom superflats, we'll have one for hardcore mode, also at spectator in the same voting thing, but you know, spectator mode would also be kind of wonderful. We've got tutorial worlds for Bedrock, another massive Minecraft concept console thing that's missing. Bit.ly/redstone fix, for obviously fixing the redstone. We've got the world borders that Minecraft Bedrock clearly, should have more access to. Right now, you get the old worlds that are 256 by 256, and you get the infinite worlds, as well as the flat worlds, but that's kind of a separate thing we've already mentioned. So you get infinite, or you get the tiniest world Minecraft has ever had in any version. Why not have something in between? Why not have Minecraft console classic worlds? Why not have 1,000 by 1,000, 10,000 by 10,000? I'd love to have some limited world in there, and they've mentioned it before. It's an old Minecraft console feature that some people saw as a limitation, but some people like me saw as a really fun limitation, in the same way that hardcore really doesn't actually add any new gameplay features. It's just hard difficulty. Also will delete your world when you die. It would be really cool to see, like, oh, having a smaller world, it forces you to use the resources inside that world border much more effectively. So I kind of like that on that level. And then of course, once we mention all of these features, it's kind of fun. We mentioned world sizes, we can mention the biome size, but we have to mention the furnace minecart. So realistically speaking, the furnace minecart is something that Jeb wants to phase out anyway. It's been directly said that the furnace minecart would be removed from Java eventually. So the idea that it's already removed from Bedrock was never really added there. The idea that, like, bring it back to the game isn't something you can expect. It's not something anyone really wants. It's just kind of a meme. I love, honestly, the reason I like talking about the furnace minecart is because I get to play that clip that you just saw. The furnace minecart is a fun idea of a feature, but not a great feature. So I'll leave a link down below, but personally, I mean, I wouldn't encourage voting for it, but you can do so if you missed the furnace minecart and you want to see it back in Minecraft 2020. So to round out this video where we talk about Minecraft's, lack of development over the last few years, something I think it would be kind of great to mention is that Minecraft Bedrock, of course, has loads of features that Minecraft Legacy Console does not have. It has loads of features Minecraft Java does not have. They've done so many things for the game that have been wonderful. They've done so much development for the last couple of updates that have really made 1.13 and 1.14 much better updates than they otherwise would have been. The Minecraft Bedrock team cannot be understated in terms of its sheer scale, in terms of its, a dedication to the game itself. However, over that time, of course, one of the things that was missing from Minecraft Console Edition, can you believe this? They went 9 years without updating caves. What a ridiculous amount of time. Minecraft Java has done the same, but Minecraft Bedrock, of course, has surely gone through some form of cave based update. Surely they've done something to make the caves better in the last 9 years, right? That's something that we clearly have over. No, that's not a thing yet. That's why, also in the description down below, just to beat the dead horse, we're going to go to bit.ly/cave update. If you don't know, it will take you to the link for the cave update. Currently the most suggested feature on the Minecraft feedback website. We need them to know that we want a cave update, and you know how we do that? By voting in the link down below. I feel like, honestly, realistically speaking, when it comes to influencing a giant developer such as literally Microsoft in this case, the most valuable company in the world, if not the second most, depending on when you check results. Sometimes it's as little as the third most valuable company in the world. But when you're talking about a company which is worth over $1 trillion, of course it's going to be tricky for any one community member to make their difference. And that's why I think it's cool that they introduced a feedback site where you can use voting to just kind of clarify, this is what we want. And I think it's clear that as a community, we should clarify these features that you promised us that we had before, or at least even if you play Minecraft Pocket Edition this whole time, you've never played console, these features that we had before as a community, they should come back to the game, especially the ones that allow us to extend and kind of improve the Minecraft experience for ourselves. Those features are the most important ones to add back, because if you have a financial incentive against adding something, it's important you add that as soon as possible, because it's easy to come up with excuses. It's easy to kind of push it to the back burner. It's easy to let someone at Microsoft who makes the business decisions to start making the gameplay decisions, but it should be clear that these are the things we want. These are the things that should be added. This is how you make the community happy, and you know what they say, happy community, happy $signs, happy. I was kind of basing on the happy wife, happy life thing, so happy game wife, happy game life. I'll work it out. I'll work it out. One sec. Okay, this is the best I've got after all the time that I just spent coming up with this. Happy community, happy immunity from the backlash from said community. It's the best we got here. I'm not here to come up with catchy slogans and rhymes. I'm here to remind you that Bedrock is still missing these features, even though it's 2020. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Give it a like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and most importantly, more than doing any of those things or hitting that bell if you want to see more videos, I want you to click some of those links down below. Make sure you have an account, which I think is just your Xbox account actually. Make sure you log in and make sure you vote for those said things, because it's important that Minecraft hears our voice, and this is my voice you're hearing right now, but they can hear your voice too in the form of words. It's not really a voice actually. I feel like voice is kind of using a metaphor. But anyway, if you like metaphors, make sure to check out my other videos coming out soon. I'm pretty proud of them. It's January, but I'm still here, still making videos for you, and I hope you appreciate that, because I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.